Hello, everybody. I wanted to get this one out because it's kind of been sitting around in my archive for a little while. You can tell there's a different background. My background used to be purple, but for the last little while it's been black. Well, this is an older one. This is kind of like just a dotted mandala stone. I'm using some of my own handmade watercolors on the background of this stone. Um, Basically, I used a compass and drew a circle. I painted within that circle black, kind of left the center dot open so that I can refer back to that later. Um, and I let the black paint dry. I'll show you the compass shortly, but I forgot to hit record on that part, so I had to redo it. So basically, this is my own handmade watercolor paint, which I will be putting in my shop a little bit. I have a little bit more left, and I'm actually putting stuff in my shop today. But this stuff, look at how much it changes color. It goes from like a dark maroon, almost like you can't even see it. And then when you turn it in the light, it's like a flash of bright red. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, a gold glitter around the outside. This is what it looks like when it's dry and under this light. So, like I said, you can't even really see that flashy red right now, but it's hiding there. It is there. It does a jump scare. Welcome back to my channel. I have missed y'all. So I just showed you the protractor thing. That's what I used to put the circle on my rock. You can get them in math sets, in any store that sells school supplies. Or you can just use a lid from something and trace around it to make a circle. It's completely up to you. Nice big a doled got. There's a gold dot, not a doled got, in the center, and it's large. It's pretty big. It kind of has a bit of a nipple, but that's okay. We're gonna cover that nipple with something later. Okay, now I've done white dots. I'm going to be using some white. This mandala is supposed to kind of resemble a poinsettia, so a Christmas flower. So that's what my idea is going to be here. We'll see what it looks like when we're done. It might not look like a flower at all, but I'm going to kind of use some reds and a little bit of green, lots of gold, all these Christmas colors, but a little bit of purple because that's my favorite. And yeah, so we're just going to kind of be creative because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another tutorial out for you before Christmas because it's a very busy time of year. So I wanted to make sure I got this one out for you at least. And to give you the good news that my shop is opening back up. It's been on vacation mode for about a month. And it's been very, very difficult before Christmas. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that I can open my shop back up at least. It's not really going to help for right now, but it helps for the future. So that's really, really good. As you can see, I did 2 rows of white dots. The first set is a bit smaller than the second set. Then I did in between those dots, bigger gold dots. So there's 6 of those. Then around those big gold dots, I did like these big petals. And then on the ends of those petals, I put a bigger white dot. And now I'm walking smaller dots. You can use a toothpick or a very small dotting needle, dotting tool to do your little dots all the way up the sides of the petals. So I'm going to try not to gab too much so that I can still explain what I'm doing. Some of it is hidden, but you end up seeing it like right after I do it. I turn the rock and then you can see what I've done. But sometimes I'm not good with keeping it in view of the camera. So I apologize for that, but I promise you I'm not trying to hide anything. You do get to see the whole thing. Just sometimes not right when I'm doing it. I'm sorry for that. There is a couple of people that I want to thank for sending me donations through my PayPal. There was two of you recently, so I'm just going to make sure that I say thank you. I'm not going to use your last names, but I just want to thank Janice, Ilka, and Wendy. And Ilka, I think you said I pronounced your name right last time, so I'm happy about that. Thank you guys so much. You are the reason there is still Christmas presents under my tree because of the strike with Canada Post. So you really have helped me out so much this year, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. We couldn't have done it without you, me and my kids. So thank you. I did use a couple different shades of purple. I will list all the paint colors in the description of the video. There's a perfect purple and an eggplant purple. And now I'm dotting on the inside of the petals, walking up the sides of the petals using a deep berry wine. There you go. I covered that gold nipple. I put some green in there because I'm trying to make this still kind of seem like it's a poinsettia. Kind of. But we're doing some weird stuff to it. A lot of people don't like this kind of stuff. So I've been trying to use less materials and just stick with acrylic paints with the last couple tutorials that I've done. I'm dotting around the purple, walking the dots in white. And now I'm using a brighter red, like an apple red or a Christmas red, whatever you have for bright reds. But anyway, I'm trying to not do too much different material. I don't want to do like too much with the UV gels and UV lights and all that stuff, and like what's it called? What's that stuff called? Foils. I don't want to do too much stuff with that because a lot of people don't want to go out and buy the stuff in order to follow along to do that. And I understand that completely. I'm just a nail freak, so I had that stuff on hand. I still will once in a while add a couple of little bits and pieces. I'm going to add a little bit of chrome to some dots on this one. But I'm not going to do too much with it. This is mostly acrylic paint and some dots. But you can look at my past couple if you're not into all the dotting and stuff like that. If you're not really into mandalas, I have a lot of other ones available. And I find a lot of people will request a video like, can you please do a penguin? And I'll be like, yeah, I've already got one. Here you go. Or I'd love to see an angel. And I'm like, I have a Christmas angel. Here you go. A lot of people don't know what I have. But I have like, I believe over 300 videos. So make sure you check out the whole list. Make sure you check out what I have. Because there might be a lot of stuff there that you will like to paint. You might not like all this fancy schmancy weird dotted stuff, but there might be a lot of really cool stuff that you do want to paint. So check back. I've been doing this for a while. So there's quite a few videos. And I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping to get some New Year's ideas from you guys. I do have a couple New Year's type themed rocks. But I never know what to do. So give me some ideas in the comments. I'd really love that. I'm going to show you some pictures at the end of this tutorial as well of some of the stuff that's going in my shop today. It might not be going in until late Eastern Standard Time because I do have a dinner and stuff to go to, but I'm hoping to get them in over the next couple of days at least. As you can see, I filled in lighter red dots inside those petals. And now I've done large gold dots in between. I've walked around those gold dots with gold. Now I'm putting a kind of like a petal around those. And then I'm dotting again. So they get a second row of smaller gold dots. I'm also going to be dotting around the entire edge of where the paint meets the rock, just as kind of a border. Nothing fancy. This is going to be fancy enough on its own, to be honest. It's quite beautiful. And hello, Beckett. Before I forget, I don't want to forget because sometimes I get all caught up and I forget and then I feel bad. And I don't want to miss out saying hello to my family in England because I love you all. I'm just adding a couple of finishing dots on the ends of those areas. Everything else is done. I am going to put black dots on top of those larger gold dots. And then I'm going to chrome those using UV gel and chrome powder, which you don't have to do. You can just leave the gold there, or you can put black there, or you can put deep red there. You can put more green there. It's completely up to you. I'm going to put chrome just because I have the stuff, but you definitely don't have to do that. I'm just here to inspire you. So I hope you're all not stressing right now. I know there's a lot of people that are stressed out. This time of year is very stressful. Make sure you reach out, even if it's just a comment on my channel to say, I am hurting right now. I need someone to talk to. Someone will reach out to you, if not me, right away, and someone will listen. It is a busy time of year, but please send me an email at rachelsrockscanada@gmail.ca or put a comment on my channel if you're just struggling or you're feeling stressed or maybe you're feeling alone this time of year. Put a message in the comments and someone, especially me, I'll keep an eye on it for sure so that I can reach out to you and give you a virtual hug and make sure that you're okay, even if it's for 10 minutes that you feel okay. So I'm going to add some chrome powder to these black dots. Like I said, it's not very noticeable under this light. It'll be more noticeable once I seal it with resin. This is how it looks under natural light by the window. And here's the color shift that I said was a bit shocking, like a jump scare. Well, there it is. So these are some things that are going into my Etsy shop tonight, just so you know. It's Rachel's Rocks Canada on Etsy. There's going to be some astrological signs that are absolutely adorable and unique and colorful. They color shift, like this Aries sign right here, which is my birth sign. There's also going to be the festive fox in there. If you don't see your birth sign in there, you can definitely send me a message and ask for a custom request. And I'll be adding more as we go along, as well as some of my custom paint. Here it is. It looks so different under different lights. It really stands out beautifully. This is under a lamp at my desk with some of its fellow friends, some rocks, some Lake Superior stones. But I'm also going to show it to you under natural light once again because it looks totally different. This is over by the window. And look at that red in the background. So you walk past it under one light and it looks a certain way, and then you come back and it's like, whoa, this is a whole different rock. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Let me know in the comments. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to whoever is celebrating this time of year and spending time with family or not. I love you all. I want you to keep painting, and I'm going to be back very, very soon. It might just be silly little chatty videos with me painting, but I will be back as soon as possible, and I will miss you. Until then, bye.